weeks ago when I took the pool course for this PADI certification, they told us that the day before you do your open water dives, you should take it easy. Well, I don't really follow directions very well, and instead of taking it easy, I did this. And then I played sand volleyball for 2.5 hours. And after I played sand volleyball, I came home at 11:30 at night and decided it was time to pack my bag for today. They told us to bring really hot water to dump on ourselves between dives because it's so cold in the Puget. Let's go check out how cold the water is today. Check it out. 46.9 degrees. You know it's a cold day when you have to scrape your windshield. So I am currently driving into Seattle and I am freaking out. I haven't been in the open waters in easily a decade. I am nervous, anxious, terrified, excited, eager, all rolled into one big ball of scared. I cannot believe that I am actually doing this right now because I never in a million years thought that I would be diving into the ocean, let alone scuba diving. Beach, which is where we're going to be doing our first dive today. We're going to be doing a shore dive. It's freezing cold, so hopefully I survive. Well, they sucked. They were cold, couldn't see, visibility was terrible, and so we're now driving back to the scuba center to clean our gear, hand in our test, and no idea what we're gonna do next. I survived! Yay! Day 1 of my open water dive certification is done and under wraps. So today was basically broken down into 4 parts. The first part was prep, where we got to the school or the dive center and we basically tried on all the gear, the wetsuit, the hood, the glove, the boots, tested out to make sure our regulator was working and all the fun stuff. Then we loaded up our cars. Stage 2 was we get to the location in which we're going to dive, which was Sea Crest Beach Park, Cove 1, over in Alki Beach, which is a very popular and famous location for Seattle. got there, we unloaded our car, we set up all of our gear, we then put on all of our gear, tested out the oxygen, all the fun stuff. Stage 3 was getting into the water. So we get into the water, we put on our flippers, we test out our buoyancy, and then we swim out to the float. I'm good. I'm not having a panic attack. I'm wonderful. Then we descend. We descend following the rope down to the bottom. We get to the bottom, all is well. And the instructor says, which means follow me. So I do. Well, at least I tried. Once I started to follow him, it started to get really mucky and the visibility dropped tremendously. And what happens? I get lost. I lose everybody. I am sitting about 20 feet deep in this water and have no idea where I am. I'm completely disoriented. Can't find anybody. So I sit there. I have no idea how long I sat there for until I decided, okay, no one's coming. I need to surface. So I surfaced, get over to the float. At this point, I'm in full tears, having a full-blown panic attack because my worst nightmare came true. I got lost underwater and had no idea where I was. So I'm crying. The dive master's trying to calm me down. It took probably about 2 to 3 minutes for me to finally calm down and decide I need to descend again. So part 2 of our first dive, I descend. I'm good. I followed everybody. I didn't get lost. It was wonderful. So we exit the water. Stage 4 is the second dive. So we change the location of the float and all is well. I descend 2 times, no panic attacks, didn't lose anybody. It was great. Still not as fun as I want it to be, mostly because the water is about 44 degrees. Visibility was anywhere from 8 to 10 feet. And, well, getting lost on your first dive kind of ruins the experience. But luckily, I had a wonderful dive instructor and a wonderful dive master who made the experience well worth it. And I'm really excited because after today's 2 dives, I'm actually now scuba certified. There is 2 different types of certification. There is a scuba diving certification and an open water diving certification. I'm actually going for the open water dive certification, which basically means that I'll be able to dive solo after tomorrow's 2 dives. After today's dive, I'm actually able to scuba dive now anywhere I want as long as I'm with a master diver. So I'm actually pretty excited because I never thought that I'd even get this far into facing my fear. And tomorrow I'm back in the water for 2 more dives. So stay tuned and until tomorrow's adventure. Bye!